afternoon to all of you. Once again, welcome you for this JK Tyres new product launch. Here we have our Mr. Anuj Kathuria, President Indian Operations from JK Tyre Industries Limited from Delhi, has come here to launch this new product. So I welcome you, sir. And I welcome Mr. Srinivasu Allapan, who is the Director, Sales and Marketing, JK Tyre Industries Limited from Delhi. And we have our Product Manager Vishal Kapoor and Mr. Giriraj and our Zonal Head, Elvin Varghese, and then we have, well-known face to all of you, Neha Tiwari is also here. So I also welcome her, and I welcome our JK Tyre team. And I welcome all our media officials present over here for the JK Tyre new product launch. This Chennai is a well-known city for us, you all know. We have 9 plants in India. JK Tyre has got 9 plants in India and 4 plants abroad in Mexico. And Chennai has got the unique one. It's a state-of-the-art plant which we have in Kolattur village in Chennai Tyre plant, where we used to produce truck bus radial tires and passenger car radial tires. It's a very good state-of-the-art plant and very good innovative product we used to manufacture in this plant. And today all of you know that we are going to launch a new product of passenger car radial series for high-end vehicles. So the tire is being produced in Chennai, and we are going to have a launch over here in this place at soon. So I welcome all of you for this new product launch program. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Very good afternoon to all ladies and gentlemen who have come to be with us during this launch event today. So coming back to Chennai is always a pleasure for me. I have been staying here for quite some time. At least till last year I was here only. Spent a lot of time in the city, so a lot of good memories. So whenever I come back over here, I get to relive them. Coming to this afternoon, it's a special day for us at JK Tyres. As you all know that we are here to launch 2 new SKUs. But before we come to those specific SKUs, I would like to give you some kind of a background as to what's been happening. In the today the event is more focused on the passenger car radials, so I will kind of try to focus on that rather than talk about the entire tire industry. So on passenger car, what we have been observing is that if you take the last few years, there has been a steady shift towards the premium segment. So people are, including OEMs or even in the replacement market, the sizes of the tires are going up. Earlier we used to have tires 13-inch, 14-inch. They are still there, but the proportion of tires in the 15-inch plus range, right up to now even 24-inch, is actually being demanded. Not only by the OEMs, all of them have generally shifted from, if you see all the new offerings are generally 15 or 16-inch. There are few which are still in the 13-14 segment. Ranger series, which is our premium series, it has a lot of SKUs that are already doing very well. The Ranger HPE or the highway terrain is a flagship product which is selling in large numbers. We also had launched a product quite some time back under the brand name of Root, which still does very well. In fact, that has picked up the volumes in the recent past. Within the Ranger series, we also have all-terrain, mud terrain, a lot of variants are already there. And the size ranges from 15-inch right up to 18-inch. And we are seeing that more of the higher sizes are being demanded by the customers, even in the replacement market. So keeping these things in mind, and one more data point which Vishal will show in his presentation, is in the overall passenger car sales, the percentage of SUVs has gone up considerably. Today, more than 50% of the total sales of cars is in the SUV segment, including the mid-size SUV. So that is another, and all of these cars are having tires which are of the premium segment. In many markets, we have also experienced that not only do the OEMs are moving up, but some of the customers, after they have purchased their vehicle, they come to the brand shop and then they ask for what we call as a upsizing. If the car has come with a 15-inch, they would like to take it to the 16-inch. So they do a fitment at the brand shop after they have purchased. So that is one thing that we need to keep in mind. The other is that overall, now with the pandemic behind us, there were serious supply chain issues with the OEM, especially the car manufacturers. That has now started to ease out considerably. Semiconductors, we all have heard of it. So that is mostly behind us now. So the production also is increasing. The sales of cars are actually touching all-time high, and it is expected that it will go there. So we are preparing ourselves overall to cater to this opportunity that has come our way. So in that regard, coming specifically to today's event, the two SUVs that we are talking about, one is specifically designed for electric vehicles. So, another thing that is happening is that there are a lot of impetus, a lot of discussion. Even this morning in the budget, there has been a lot of focus and attention on electric vehicles. So, electric vehicles, it's not very far away from becoming a reality for all of us. So, we need to start looking at that. So, the product that we are launching today is what we call as the HPE. HP stands for high performance. It's part of the Ranger platform, Ranger HPE, and E is where we say that it is meant for electric vehicles. And what does it mean for all of us? When we say that the Tyre is meant for electric vehicles, naturally the tires on electric vehicles have to be slightly different from the regular tires. There are certain requirements that are very unique for the electric vehicles. To name a few, one is that these tires have to have a lower coefficient of rolling resistance. The coefficient of rolling resistance actually decides what is the force that is required. But resistance is necessary. Without resistance, it will not move forward. But how much of resistance? How much of this? So what we are trying to do is we are trying to bring these tires with lower coefficient of rolling resistance. What it means is that it helps the vehicle to move a longer distance on a single charge. If the coefficient of rolling resistance is lower, it will help the battery, whatever is the size of the battery, either you can make a battery of a lower size, or with the same battery you can move the vehicle for more kilometers on a single charge. So that is one thing. But how do we do it? If you have the copy of the press release, you will see that we have developed this X polymer 3 technology. So this is a special compound which is being used in this. Not only about the rolling resistance, but also we have to take care. There are regulations now in place which mandate the wet grip and the dry grip of what the tire should meet. So that is also being taken care of. And also the pass-by noise. The electric vehicle is much wider than a normal vehicle. So we have to also ensure that the tires also run very quiet. There is no noise that is coming from the tires. So that is another feature that has been built into this. So overall, the Ranger HPE, we have in the previous month, I think so in the month of December, we had showcased this in the northern part of the country, in the city of Jalandhar. Then last week we were in Bombay, wherein we had showcased this. And many of the dealers and other customers who had come for the launch event, when they saw these tires, and you will also be seeing them today, they are saying that these are the tires that would be really kind of, the customers would be happy having these tires. So while we are working on the EV side, and we will be working more on this, not only for passenger car, but in the EV segment, actually we are now having a complete range of tires across two-wheelers, three-wheelers, passenger cars. We also are working with a lot of other OEMs in commercial vehicle space. In fact, if you go to Delhi, and today a lot of electric buses, intra-city buses are being operated in Delhi. Delhi was the first city to get those buses in that number. So most of the buses that fly in Delhi are running on JK tires. So that's something that we are very proud of, and we feel that we have been able to give the right product. And we don't only supply those tires, we also kind of manage the fleet. The entire fleet, under our fleet management program, the entire fleet of JBM is being managed by us. And they are the largest operator for electric buses in Delhi. And very shortly, we will see that in the next 3 to 5 years, we will be having, if all things go as per the plan that has been announced by the government, more than 50,000 electric buses should be on the roads in the next 5 years. So that also is going to give us a lot of opportunity to understand what are the requirements. So when we manage the fleets, one thing which happens is that we also get to understand what is happening to the tire. Because these are new vehicles, new technology. We don't know, nobody has the kind of data or experience on that. So on electric, we are having a complete range. We can talk more if any one of you want to get further details. The other product that we are planning to showcase for all of you today is the what we call as the X80. We have already got the 80, which is all-terrain, which is doing very well. It is used for by customers who are generally going off highway and they require these all-terrain tires. But X80 is one step ahead. It is extreme all-terrain. So this is going to be used by those customers who are going to have a combination of terrains in which they will be operating their vehicles. And they will be going into really difficult terrains. So this is another product when Vishal will make his presentation, he will talk about it in greater detail, the features of it. I don't want to steal his thunder by talking about those products. But this is one thing which we are expecting, that with the launch of new SKUs in the PCR, we would like to strengthen our presence in this state of Tamil Nadu. We have a very good presence over here. In fact, we have a lot of brand shops which are being operated under the banner of JK Steel Wheels. So JK Steel Wheels is our format of the brand shop for passenger car radial tires. And this is a one-stop solution for the customer. The customer doesn't only get to buy the tires, but also he can get them fitted. He can get the wheel balancing, wheel alignment, various other services. In fact, now we also have two more innovative products which we had launched. One of them was launched in 2020, which is doing very well, the Smart Tyre. And more recently, last year, we had launched the Puncture Guard. So these are another two very unique and innovative products that are offered only from the JK stable. There is no other tire manufacturer in the country who has this for the passenger car segment. And we just finished the month of January yesterday. So Smart Tyres are selling in good numbers. We are able to sell at least, they are meant for a specific segment and a specific customer. So that is again where they are doing very well. But we are trying to kind of through the brand shops also market these solutions, the innovative products, and we take the extra effort to explain to the customer the benefits of such products. Because some of the customers, the awareness unfortunately is still not very high when it comes to passenger car users. It is very different when you talk about the trucks and buses. There they are very, very informed and knowledgeable about the tire. But I don't know if I want to ask all of you sitting in this room as to in your car which brand of tire is fitted. I think so most of us may not be able to answer that. And even if we know the brand, if I ask the size, I'm sure that none of us will be able to answer that. So, but our effort is to educate our customers, tell them what is the best product for them. Because what we feel is that having the right tires on your vehicle not only ensures the performance, but I think so it has greater importance in terms of the safety that you get out of it. Today, if you see, many of the accidents in the country, road accidents, happen because of wrong usage. The smart tire, if you see, it has a sensor which gives you alerts on pressure changes, on temperature changes. So if the temperature or the pressure goes beyond the limits on either side, you will get an alert on your smartphone. And I think so that is something which is a very valuable asset to have. And it doesn't come at a great cost. It is very affordable. So these are the efforts that we will be making. We will be setting up more brand shops in the days to come. In fact, Chennai as a market is our focus market. We would be working on setting up at least another 10 to 12 brand shops in the next one quarter. And what we have seen is that with the kind of the number of brand shops that we are able to position, if you go to some of the cities, you will find that in Bangalore, if you take, we have a plethora of brand shops, and that is where our customers are very kind of recognizing the benefits that they get out of it, and they keep on coming back to such brand shops. So we will be also working towards that. I'm spending a little more time on this subject because I want to register that with you, that the customer, the way the buying behavior is also changing, and we are recognizing that. So going forward, we will be working with more SKUs. We have a R&D center, what we call as the Dr. Raghupati Singhania Center of Excellence. It is in Mysore. If anyone of you has been there, would realize that it is the state-of-the-art research and development center in the country, definitely the best, and internationally also it will match up to the best. The kind of facilities that are there, we have invested over a period of last, say, 20 years, we have invested more than 500 crores in setting up the machinery, the equipment, the testing facilities, and more than 250 scientists and engineers are working there day in, day out, not only for developing the new tires, but also looking in the future, because tomorrow we would be also talking about alternate material, green material, recyclability. So all that is also being worked upon. And a lot of work is being done. We will be churning out more SKUs, incorporating that technology. Yesterday only in Delhi, we had showcased at the BOMA Construction Expo. We had launched 3 OTR tires, although we are not displaying them over here today. But again, those are being specifically designed to meet the specific requirements of that application. So this is all being worked in tandem. So a lot of work happens, maybe a couple of years back before the product comes to the market. But this is all based on what the customer is looking for, what are the customer's pain points. So we have a very methodical way of capturing the voice of the customer and then trying to convert that and bring these new products to all of us. So this is again, not taking too much time today. Happy to engage with you even after the unveiling of the tires. But for now, I think so I'll hand it back to Vishal to come and give you the specific details about these SKUs, and he would be talking in greater detail for that. So, but thank you once again for coming and joining us this afternoon, being with us today. It's always a pleasure to meet up with all of you. So look forward to it, and thank you very much.
Our Honorable President Sir has already shared his vision for this entire category. I'm just taking this thing forward with the formal presentation for the day. We, as a JK Tyre, as a brand, has many plants. We have started our journey in 1975 with the Kankroli. Then, moving forward, we have set up a plant in Mysore. Then we have established many different ranges, and there's a time when we have started our state-of-art plant in Chennai itself. And after that, we have acquired one another plant in Luxor, which is in Haridwar. So we have multiple locations to operate where we manufacture our tires, and along with that, we have our R&D centers, which is called Raghupati Singhania Center of Excellence, which is based at Mysore. So with this in-house R&D centers, we try to establish new products, and we always try to bring new things to this market. In many attempts where we try to redefine this industry with the kind of innovation which we brought to the board. In India, radial as a subject is the first introduced by JK Tyre in all segments, whether you talk about truck bus radials, whether you talk about passenger car radials or LCV, in all set of segments, radial introduction in India is done by JK Tyre. There are many innovation and the many pioneer efforts which is being done by JK Tyre for the tire industry in India. In the recent times, we have made another two innovations. As Sir has already mentioned, that the one such innovation is the smart tire, where the tire is complemented with our in-house TPMS technology, our own subsidiary tree. With this, the health of the tire can be seen on your mobile phone. So we know that when, in the age where everything is moving to the smart, you have smartphone, you have smart cars, you have everything which is going smart. So why not about tires? So when you are running your vehicles, you know that you have the capabilities to understand each and every feature and the functionality of the car. Then why not about the tires? So we give you an option where you can check the health of your tire also on your mobile phone, and we call it smart tires. Another innovation which we have done in the same field, that is called puncture guard, where the tire itself comes with the solvent, where any set of nail penetration to the tire, there will be no air loss. So as the name suggests, puncture guard, at any situation, you will not be facing the problem which we used to face with the normal puncture situations. So these are the two innovations which we have brought on board in the recent times, and are one of the leading successes which we have achieved with these attempts. Taking this forward, as the President Sir already mentioned, that the majority of the vehicles which are newly coming on the road, more than 50% of the vehicles are coming into the SUV segment. And this phenomena is much more stronger when we are coming up to a state like Tamil Nadu, which is again a corporate hub, an industrial hub, and a high GDP contributor state, where the contribution of SUV segment on road is much higher than the national average of 50%, which is an Indian, like the entire India, the contribution is 50%. So where in Tamil Nadu, this contribution is more than that. So in our portfolio, we have a brand called Ranger, which is one of the most successful brands in the SUV segment. And within that segment, we have three hero products in the current times. The first is our Ranger HPE, which is our highway terrain, one of the most popular brand in the highway terrain segment for the SUVs. The next one is the Ranger 80, which is an all-terrain pattern, and then we have a unique product for our dedicated off-roaders, which we name it as a Ranger MT. MT denotes mud terrains. But as I said, this phenomena of SUV is increasing and improving the road infrastructure, and the vehicle dynamics are changing. The vehicles which are coming on road, they are much better than the vehicles we used to see in the earlier ages. So with the entire vehicle segment is changing, also the road infrastructure is changing. The basic requirement from a customer segment is changing. So these SUV users, as far as the tire is concerned, they are not just looking at the durability, they are looking at some other aspects also, which can be the noise, vibration, handling, which we call it as a comfort parameter. So all those changing parameters we try to address with our new product. So I request to play the AV, please. is a new range of tire. We call it X80, Extreme All-Terrain. You can see the vehicles which we are targeting with this particular range are XUV 700, Tata Safari, Toyota Fortuner, which are the key running SUVs which are gaining grounds, which are one of the most popular ones in the industry. And when we are talking about these set of vehicles, we also need to understand that the customer expectation from the product itself is about the performance first. At the same point of time, they want to have the good aesthetics as far as the tire is concerned. So we have built this product primarily on the same set of parameters. Where we have tried to give a nice aesthetic look, which is called the sidewall of the tire. At the same point of time, the tread pattern is designed in that way so that it can give you a better durability and a good amount of control when you are running your vehicle. So all parameters of noise, vibration, handling, everything is covered, including the durability, which are the key aspects in the current SUV segment for the users. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it, X80 for us. After that, we have one more product. Can we have the AV for the second one also? This is Ranger HPE. As the name suggests, HP is for the high performance and E is for the electric vehicle. So electric is another new phenomena which is coming into the market and is driving automobile sector, and in the passenger car segment, this is one of the most talking points. So we have come up with a product which is a dedicated product for these set of users only. These set of users, as I said in the last slide also, looking into the target segment, every user has a different expectation from the product. So for this electric vehicle segment, the user segment has a different set of requirements, and the key requirement is that how we can strengthen to their overall battery life. Somewhere in terms of the tires also, we need to work out on the tires which can have the low rolling resistance. With the low rolling resistance, it gives you the least noise. At the same point of time, it gives you a comfortable ride. At the same point of time, it will be improving the life of your batteries, which is a key element when we are talking about the electric segment. At the same point of time, this is a new age, so it needs to have the nice aesthetic sidewalls. So all these parameters we have tried to cover with this Ranger HPE. The target set of audience in terms of the vehicle is one of the leading vehicles in the EV segment right now is Tata Nexon and MG ZS EV. So primarily we'll be running, we'll be introducing these sizes because these are these two vehicles. After that, the third one is the Tiago. These two vehicles which contribute almost 95% of the EV market in India at the present stage. So this will be introduced in these particular vehicle sizes. As I said, that this set of users have a differentiated requirement as far as the product performance is concerned. So we have come up with a new set of technology, new set of compound, which we call it X Polymer 3 compound. The name is given according to the attribute it delivers. So it's a different set of compounding which will give you a perfect ride. And as I said earlier also, it will give you the low rolling resistance, which is one of the key attributes when we are talking about the electric vehicles. So designing that particular product dedicatedly for this set of audience was very important. So here JKTR has introduced this product. So that's all about our products. So thank you everyone.